Welcome to Master the Game. I am Juce, and I am joined by 5 beautiful, lovely, amazing, fantastic role players tonight. We are going to go around the table, let them introduce themselves, where you can find them, and their wonderful characters and what their characters have experienced so far. With that, let's start at the top left of the overlay with Colin.
Hi, Juice. Feel like I haven't seen you in like 2 weeks. Something like that.
Yep. I seen you floating around my Discord though.
Yeah, no, I've been doing some stuff. And so too has my boy Balthazar, who I'll be playing tonight. Balthazar the Bastard, or as I call him, Rot Boy. He is a half-elf accident who lived half of his life in the woods and is now journeying with his sister, Madame Muriel, his half-sister, excuse me, and his goblin friends, and his best friend in the whole wide world, Durgan. Balthazar is a half-elf oracle who is a sort of scion, unknowing scion of the god of death, and has the ability to resurrect people from the dead, and also, as a consequence of this necrotic powers of his body is rotting and falling apart, and occasionally pieces of him just sort of come off. But they usually come back at the end. So, usually.
Still waiting for that scene where you're like eating some soup and your ear just plops right into it.
Yeah, your nose or something. Yeah, he's gross. Yeah, his face occasionally, like, you know. And the more Balthazar uses his powers, the more he falls apart. So, we'll see. We're in the middle of a fight when this begins, so...
By the end of the campaign, he'll look like the skeleton guy from Original Sin.
Yes, absolutely. That's the goal of mine now. Yeah. All right, let's do it.
Beautiful, beautiful. We'll kick it on over to my other half, Paula. Tell us about you and your character.
I'm Paula, and tonight I am playing Madame Muriel, so the half-sister to Balthazar. She is a elven swashbuckler. She is moderately eccentric, sometimes moody with a slight attitude, and she's kind of she's actually a little bit bitter sometimes that everybody likes Durgan so much.
Is this a character or yourself you're talking about?
I don't.
I'm kidding.
He is my best friend.
Yeah, and I mean, like, she's okay with that part. That part's okay.
Anything to get me away from you.
Yeah, it's just the part where he gets credit for killing everything, And she's like, but I did stuff too.
And she killed the last dog.
It's okay. It's okay. She knows.
Fine.
She knows the truth.
I'm not bitter.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
Beautiful. Let's kick it over to Bill.
Well, I am Bill Allan, and I am playing Scrim, the Goblin Rogue. My brother Crick and I have been traveling with this ragtag group of entertainers in the hopes of starting up our own grand circus.
Very true.
And maybe if we all live, we'll be able to do that. But Scrim is not very certain of this.
Scrim just got a smattering of Russian I don't think Scrim's had before. That was interesting.
I
like it.
Yeah,
Crick
the new and improved Scrim.
Crick and Scrim need their own show. I feel like 2 goblins and like a sitcom would be fantastic.
I'm just going to say, if there's any animators who want to make the Scrim and Crick show, I would be happy, and I'm pretty sure Dave would be too, to just record the voiceovers and you guys could animate our funny conversations.
We can make that happen for sure.
That I would do.
That'd be dope.
We know enough animators out there. We should totally reach out to some.
Yeah. See, there's always projects. But I digress.
Beautiful. Let's kick it on over to Draven, the second Dave, or the first Dave, whichever one you want to call him. But we'll call him Draven.
Well, I'm one of the Daves, but yeah, I have the channel Draven Swiftbow. Today I'm playing Durgan Mournward, the half-orc paladin gladiator, who, unbeknownst to him, keeps getting credit for everything, and he doesn't quite understand why that keeps happening. And people get mad at him, even though he's not part of it. I'm only alive right now by the grace of Balthazar and his 2 possibly corrupting hit points.
Too corrupt.
You don't want to know where those hit points have been.
Yeah, I don't. I'm just
True story.
need some
Love it.
penicillin.
Yeah. And the other Dave.
So yeah, Nerdarchy Steve from Nerdarchy, 4 nerds, 5 nerds, all the different places. Is playing Crick from the Bighorn Lobster clan, which traveling with my brother Scrim has been a lot of fun. Like he said, we're trying to start up this new carnival circus after something happened to the last one mysteriously. It caught fire. We're not sure exactly what happened. And also, we love telling stories of Uncle Blurg and the many ways Uncle Blurg has died. Very important to us to continue
Poor
Uncle
Uncle
Blurg's stories.
Poor Uncle Blurg, him choked on Big Lobster and died.
That was the first time. The second time Uncle Blurg died.
Yeah.
Didn't he die of poison sometime? And
Probably.
some other stuff.
There will be more
Turnips.
stories of Uncle Blurg, I'm sure.
Uncle Blurg's a legend, though.
He's going to die tons of horrible ways. He's going to be like Kenny.
Yes.
Yeah.
You bastard! You killed Uncle Blurg! I love it. Beautiful. So last time we left off, the players had sought out an abandoned house that they believed Halad was living in. Had a caved-in roof and debris everywhere. They set off the trap on purpose at the front door, but they were smart about it, and it did not get them. And they poked their head around and finally found the secret to Halad's hideout, which was underneath a pile of like roofing and all sorts of other debris. And made their way down, got into a fight with some dogs. They actually did pretty well with them, and Durgan did too, until he fell, and Madame Muriel got the final blow on the final dog, killing it. And when we left off, the players had Madame Muriel had 3 hero points, Crick had 3 hero points, Balthazar had 3 hero points, Scrim had 3 hero points, and Durgan had 1 hero point left. Because he spent some, I believe, to make sure that he hit the dogs, if I remember correctly.
I think so. I remember using one last time. So.
Yeah, at least one. Now, with that, if you guys, viewers, want to purchase hero points for the players, you can. I do not typically award them out unless I think something is exceptional, but you guys can award them in Super Chat. $5 will give them 1 hero point. $10 will give me a villain point to use against them. I currently have 2. That I'm waiting to use for the right time. And $20 will get a player 5 hero points, or you can split it up evenly among them. Hero points, we do the rules for Pathfinder say that you can spend them to pop back up. If you have more than, or if you spend them all, you can pop back up, I think, without the dying or the wounded condition, or without adding a wounded condition, right? And then what I do, one of the house rules is a player can spend 5 to either auto crit or can spend 5 to force a autical crit fail to me. So there's some extra ways there, as well as they can spend 1 to just do any reroll that they would like to. So there is that option. So with that, let's get into the game. Since last time I did upload the maps in here, and so I am going to pop that up. You guys are in the room. I know you can't see it right now. Let me switch over to this. All right, so you are in this room, and the gate was at the north of the room in here. That's where it lifted up and the dogs charged out. Madame Muriel jumped off this crate in the top right corner of this room, came down on the dog right here, and Durgan's body was right there. The door you heard the click at was to the far right here. It appears to be locked, and there are all these crates and barrels in the southern portion of this room. So what would you guys like to do?
And this was all underneath that rubbish pile or something like that in that house, right?
Yes. Yes, you came to this like steep incline ladder area with like handholds in the walls and stuff, and came down.
But where we left off, we've cleared the room, right? No more.
Yep, there were 4 dogs. They are all dead.
Cool.
It smells like wet dog. Just, you can imagine like urine, all sorts. Like, it's just disgusting. It almost is like this area up here has never been cleaned ever.
Look, we hang out with Balthazar a lot, so like,
Give me a break.
we got this. We're set here.
These are some strong people here. Don't worry.
It also smells like smoke, by the way.
Okay, that's different.
Heavy smoke in the air.
Yeah. Hey, did someone hear something click?
I mostly heard the snapping jaws of dogs, and then they stopped because now they're all dead. I did not hear a click. Did you hear a click?
I did. Because,
Oh.
Juice, didn't we hear a click?
Yes, it was in the door to the far right. But that was before the combat. You guys, I can't remember if it was Crick or Scrim trying to unlock it. I believe it was Scrim.
Mhm.
And in the process, you had thought you had popped the lock, and then it clicked right again right after. And then the gate started opening around that same time.
Hmm.
And then during the battle, I believe Balthazar and the 2 goblins went to the southern part of the room to hide behind barrels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That sounds about right. Bravely fight from the rear.
Mm-hmm. And save Durgan's life, thank you kindly.
Mm-hmm.
I do appreciate that. Am I the only one that's injured? Like, did anyone else take damage?
Only the 2 hit points I hurt myself to give to you.
To me, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Madame
I
Muriel
mean-
showed some excellent prowess in combat there, not taking any damage and killing things with her panache.
That's panache.
For the huge.
I'm just
Durgan,
thinking,
you look like hell. That's coming
Yeah.
from me.
it'd be nice to heal up, but at the same time, I don't want this guy to get away. So if we can get through that door, we should probably try for it.
Yeah.
What's in all these crates? Did we look in these crates yet?
You did not?
Smash it with my mace.
You look in crates. Scrim will go look and see what's going on over there.
Balthazar, you said you're smashing some crates?
Yeah, I got a big mace. I'll smash a crate.
Okay. Yeah, you smash a crate and you hear glass shatter.
Oh.
I think you're supposed to just open the top.
Well, they should mark them fragile if there's glass inside. That's really on them.
Crick, are you over here in the area?
I am moving towards Durgan, or I'm going to go where Durgan is.
Okay.
I'm kind of in the middle-ish of the room, I think.
Give me a perception check, Crick.
Okay. I should probably have dice for that, right?
I would say
helps.
so.
It helps.
Fortunately, I have dice all over the place.
All over the floor, you guys see a brown liquid, and it's a foul stench.
It's a 7.
A 7? Yeah, you don't know what it is.
I have no idea.
But it did have almost a familiar smell at first, but it doesn't jog your memory. There
Can I
are
make a
other
check?
crates.
Or I
Well,
guess I'm not close enough. So
What was that, Durgan?
I was just gonna say if I can make a check to identify whatever the.
Yeah, give me a
I wa-
crafting skill check.
While they're doing that, I want to hand Durgan a potion.
I got
Elixir.
13. I don't have any bonus or anything.
Okay. Yeah, you're unable to tell what it is as well.
Okay. Sorry, you handed me what?
I'm going to hand you an elixir of life.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I
you can roll.
appreciate it.
You can roll a die 6.
D6.
D6, yeah.
Oh, that more than doubled my current hit points, so I rolled a 4. So now I have 6.
2.
Right.
So-
You got a +1 to saves versus disease and poison for the next 10 minutes too, buddy.
Need to,
Oh, I might
Crick,
need that.
Crick of Clan Bighorn Lobster just handed you a vial, and you were just like, yeah, sure, and just drank it without question.
It's not the weirdest thing that's happened to me today.
fair, but it's Crick.
I was ripped away from the side of my god by, well, Balthazar. So
Again.
Again.
You nearly went into the loving embrace of your god. Oh,
just,
ye good and faithful servant.
at this point, I need the drink.
Hello, Durgan.
Scrim, you wanted to make your way over to the door while this was all going on?
Well, yeah, and also just kind of scoping things out and making sure there's no other traps or dangers that are in the room along the way.
Yeah, give me
Perception?
yes.
Or is it
Yeah, perception.
14 plus 6, 20 total.
Yeah, you don't notice any traps.
I mean,
nothing out of the ordinary.
Is that liquid something that I recognize?
No. Unless you want to do a crafting check.
12.
Yeah, you don't recognize it either.
So it doesn't smell like something familiar, like
No.
oil or anything flammable.
No. Nope. Not flammable.
And what's over by the door? That was
That's where you heard the click from before.
Yeah.
And when you go over there, you don't notice any traps on the door or anything like that. You do notice that it is locked again, though.
All right. Well, just to clarify, that's the direction in which we thought he went. So that's where we're trying to go. I will get out the lockpick set, and then the next couple rounds, I'm going to pick the lock.
Okay.
So I'll take a round to study it. And...
Yep. All
Can
right.
I check out the rest of these crates? Hopefully that Balthazar has not destroyed with his mace.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Um, 23.
Okay. Yeah, you pop open a couple crates, and the first one, it looks like there used to be bottles on top of hay. But like there's no bottles anymore. It's just the indentations. The second crate you pop open looks the same way, and you kind of start going through the straw, and you notice that 2 vials must have been forgotten in this one. You had done it in the previous crate too, but didn't notice it. This crate, you notice though, there are 2 vials that must have been like glossed over, and they just didn't notice them. And when you pick them up, they are labeled Alchemist Fire.
Oh.
Lesser Alchemist Fire.
Oh, hey,
I think Crick can use those.
Crick. I think these might have your name on them.
So Crick will go wander over, and he's looking. I don't see my name on any of this.
I mean, if you don't want it, I can keep it. But
I'm going to look a little closer. Do I realize it's Alchemist Fire?
Yeah, it does say Lesser Alchemist Fire. It is.
No, it's labeled.
It's
yeah.
literally labeled. Yeah.
You know that based on how the straw is, there were 7 other bottles similarly shaped that were lying on the hay before.
And how many are left?
Just these 2. So there
Is
were a
this-
total of 9.
Is this the same stuff that's on the ground by chance?
Nope.
No, 'cause I think it turns into, like, it erupts into flame when it hits air.
Didn't I just
Oh.
smash it? Did I just smash a
Almost fine.
crate full of the stuff, or
Well, I'm
You
glad
smashed a
you.
crate that had a bottle of this brown, foul-smelling liquid.
oh,
Yeah, I'm glad you smashed that crate and not this one.
yeah, that
Maybe.
could have
It
got.
sounds
that
like
could've
it would
burned
have
pretty bad.
exploded.
That's true.
It's true.
I'll try and examine the fluid that's on the floor closer.
Give me a crafting check.
All right. Crafty.
Lick it.
Oh, that's an 18 on the die. That's a 25.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say 18's not good enough. Okay, so again, so the smell originally was like, oh, that's familiar, but it didn't click with you from your perception, right? But then you kind of went over and you're examining it, looking at it a little closer, and you recognize this alchemical reagent called corpse blood. It's used in a variety of alchemical items, mostly related to disease, poison, or their antidotes. And this barrel, looking at the straw, also had multiple bottles in it at one point, but because it's been smashed and stuff, you don't know exactly how many at this time.
Oh, this is corpse blood. We could have used this.
Oops.
We might have been able to. Well, no. It would have been too late. Don't worry.
Do you
But
want-
had we had it with us, that night, maybe, just maybe.
I'm sort of a corpse. Would you like some of my blood?
Mm-mm.
I don't think it works quite that.
Offers his wrist. You're sure?
Positive.
Okay. Sorry. I won't go smashing things again.
How many crates are left?
That's all the crates. Opening the other crates reveals just some straw. It doesn't look like there's any bottles or anything in them.
Where do you think this guy got all this stuff?
Do any of the crates, like with Bort's company, were his crates branded, like wood burned with a logo of his or anything, like any identifying marks?
Yeah, and actually, these are labeled that way.
So he got them from Bort.
Oh.
Yeah, got them from Bort.
Well, he acquired them somehow, yeah.
Did he poison Bort with his own stuff?
Oh, that's cold.
Maybe he didn't want to pay. I don't know.
You guys knew what the poison was. It wasn't this corpse blood or alchemy.
Yeah, because he used it all already.
Yeah, the poison was called violet breath.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I found my
Sounds
notes.
familiar.
So,
Yes, Durgan's got good notes.
well, no, I said I found my notes. I didn't say they were good.
Any notes
Well-
are good notes at this point.
I mean, here's my notes. So I'm pretty sure I have none.
She wrote on a sticky note, Bort died.
Bort dead now.
Yeah. All right, Scrim, give me your check to pop the lock over there. You've already done it once, so I'm going to give you a +5 also. Would you roll?
Did we lose Scrim?
I
No.
don't know. Oh, maybe he's
Hold on.
muted.
I don't know. I can hear you.
Total of 17.
Oh, okay. Yep. So you pop the lock, and the door swings open. Now, this room, I am going to pull it up on the map, is lit. There's torches. You see a bed. You also see that there is... Oh, whoops, I need to share my screen. My bad. There you go. There is a bed. There is also... Am I in the right room? Yes, F6. There's also a large steel wheel on the wall. It has a chain attached to it that goes up and into the wall on the north side of the room. You also see a table and another like opening across the way, straight across. And the bed's right here.
All right. At this point, I'm not going to go any further by myself. I will stealth back to the rest of the group.
I'll step in.
I'm why
Summarize
don't
what I
why
saw.
don't you let me go in first since you've been injured?
Well,
You look like hell.
I feel much better now.
You still have
I'll-
been quite
I'll-
literally chewed up.
She can go in first, but I'm going like right after. So basically, I want to be within, like, adjacent to her.
Okay.
Scrim will lead the way. Come. Follow Scrim.
I'll go ahead and step into that room. I'll go
Okay.
first.
The room is divided into 3 basic areas. You have the larder, the lavatory, and the living space. The larder across the way is a simple storeroom. filled with scraps of old meat, a third of a wheel of cheese, a sack of turnips, and
What is
a
this, Skyrim?
barrel. Right? You might as well take it all, right?
Take all the cheese wheels.
Yes.
Oh, if it was Skyrim, we'd give it all to Durgan and just have him keep eating it.
You are sworn to carry our burdens.
There's
Just
also
carry a bucket to clip through walls.
there's also an empty crate in the corner that is labeled. It says Chelish Vintage.
Oh.
Well, that sounds fancy.
Is that something any of us have heard of?
You would know it's basically wine.
Is there anything on this table?
Give me a perception check.
19.
So on the table, you see there's a dagger, a whetstone, some rope, a hammer, 2 candles, and a coin purse.
I'll take the coin purse and toss it over to Durgan.
Okay. It does have a little bit of weight to it.
Isn't he keeping track of, or do I just keep asking you to do that in every game
Yes.
we're in together? Okay.
You've made him the default note taker.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't tracking the treasure in this game, but I mean, if you pass me the coins, I'll just turn around and hand them to Scrim because I don't really.
To be fair,
You're
there has
just
not
so
been a lot of treasure.
responsible.
Yeah.
To be fair, there has not been a lot of like crate opening.
There really hasn't.
chest opening.
Let me get to something really important. Those scraps of meat, are any of them chicken?
Sure. Yeah.
Scrim! We found the mother lode.
Yes. Aha.
Chicken.
This is the real treasure.
Should poisonous turnips.
In the coin purse is 2 gold, 8 silver, and 14 copper, by the way.
8 silver, 14 copper?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there any so Halad's not in here, is he? Is there
No,
another
he's
way
not.
out?
Yeah, southeast corner of the room. It appears to extend beyond this room.
Okay, we don't want them to get too far ahead of us.
What's this wheel?
You want to turn it?
There's a wheel on the wall.
Yes. So the wheel is up here.
I'm not saying I want to turn it. I just want to go, check it out a little bit.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
I just want to try and figure out, do I think, what could this feasibly control?
Sure.
I'm guessing it's like the kennel where the dogs were. Ooh, that's a 14.
So you think it might be for the kennel where the dogs were, maybe that gate. You're not exactly sure. You're not exactly an engineer.
I'm gonna go search the bed and pull it apart.
Okay. Give me a perception check. Or I'm sorry. Give me. You don't even need to do that. Yeah, you do. Give me a perception check.
It's a 20, 30.
Oh, okay, perfect. So as you're looking around the bed, you notice underneath it is a stout wood banded in iron closed chest.
Does it appear to be locked?
It does.
I will pull it from underneath the bed, or actually I just flip the bed. I move the bed out of the way.
Okay. Yep.
Hey, brother, I need your skills.
Scrim can help.
Well, while
get
they're
out of
doing
Scrim's
that,
way.
I want to check out that other exit from this room.
What was your perception check again? It was a 20?
Who, me or him?
It was a Dave. What was your perception check again?
30-20.
So when you're looking at the chest, you can tell the lock is poisoned.
Oh.
Look out, brother.
It's
There
like
looks to be something nasty on there.
It's a spring-loaded poison spine. It's hidden near the keyhole.
Scrim steps away so it can't hit anyone and quietly warns everyone else.
There is poison trap here. Be careful. Don't come close.
I bet you Balthazar could have hit that with his mace again.
What?
Are you sure you want to do that?
Hit the chest?
Or
Maybe
the
not.
lock?
Yeah.
Or the
Well,
lock?
I mean, there might be something fragile inside, but
Should Scrim try to pick and disarm trap?
Or I can hit it. Your choice.
no, it's probably smarter if he tries.
Okay, I'm going to check out the shitter then. And he might be hiding in the bathroom. I'm gonna go down
It's
to
like your
the
place to be.
yeah. And Balthazar looking disappointed, like dragging his mace on the ground behind him.
Balthazar is going to go double-decker him. Or
Gonna go upper deck this guy's toilet.
So it's basically a hole in the ground. It
So
is
I have to
larger
lower
than,
deck it.
It is definitely a little more than an open pit. It smells not just like it's been used for the bathroom. Give me a perception check, Balthazar.
Okay. Protecting a toilet in this case is just. I mean, it's just shitting on the floor, right? That's pretty much the only way.
It's a hole in the floor, but yeah.
It's just a hole in the floor. So really, the only way to do it is to just shit on the floor. That is 16.
So when you get over there, you notice down in the hole, there's small, identical bottles scattered among trash. It's within reach if you wanted to reach down there. I mean, that's your call, though.
Oh, I don't.
I mean,
I'm
that's not that weird
Balthazar.
for
I
you.
don't.
Yeah.
I'm Balthazar. I don't care. But Balthazar's stupid brain is totally like, oh my god, he was shitting bottles. Oh, that's horrible. Yeah, Balthazar don't care. I'm gonna reach right in the hole, grab a bunch of the bottles.
So the bottles have a smell of iron, and there's like a silvery residue in the bottom of them.
What the hell?
So it smells like iron and something else terribly acrid.
I like how you pull this out of the toilet and the first thing you do is smell it.
Yeah.
I was like, who hides bottles in the toilet, though?
Give me a DC, or sorry, not a DC. Give me a crafting check, Balthazar. Not that you have that, but
not something I'm good at. I rolled a natural 20, which
Beautiful.
means that is a 19. I have a minus 1.
that means you critically succeed.
Oh.
There's also something sweet smelling in the mix. You know, this is an additive of oil. And you would also know that these are Juggernaut Mutagens. I don't know how you would know that. Maybe whatever, but these are Juggernaut Mutagens.
What's a Juggernaut Mutagen?
And
why is it in the
It means this
toilet?
guy's an alchemist.
Or he's
Or
just
he
on,
uses
he's on
alcohol.
roids.
Or a witcher.
That's
How many
the
bottles
mutant alchemist.
are there? How many bottles?
I think you said 2.
It says a number of small bottles.
A number.
Multiples.
In the toilet. Like, is it like the cop showed up and he's trying to flush his stash or something? Like, what is this?
Well, kind of. I mean, we are here
Cops
to
being us.
like arrest him, basically.
It's just
Right.
that scene in Goodfellas with Ray Liotta dumping coke down the toilet. Like, that's all this is. That's so weird. That is so weird. Okay, so they're Juggernaut Mutagens. All right, I'm gonna just bundle them up in my nasty. I think I'm still wearing Durgan's shirt.
It's just residue, so it's not like there's enough in there to do anything at this point.
Didn't we get you some clothes?
I'm having some made.
Oh, yes. The bear clothes.
I'm getting bear clothes. Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well,
That's currently in the
plan.
shop.
Does this bed have sheets we can make you a toga?
Oh, yeah.
I would love that.
Oh.
I would love that. And a cape, if you don't mind.
It was an addictive oil, not an additive of oil. It was an addictive oil. That was mixed in with it to make it smell really nice. Yeah. It smells really sweet.
So this is...
Oh, he got him addicted to the turnip stew, that bastard. His crazy knows no bounds.
Oh.
Anyway, so what? For me, what's down that other tunnel?
Great
The
question.
guy that drinks the roids.
Hopped up on mutagens.
So down the other tunnel, let's work on getting over there. Well, actually, before we do, Scrim was dealing with the lock, right?
Yep.
How would you like to go about this? Try and disarm the trap?
Just another thievery roll. So I rolled a 15 plus 7 is 22.
Okay. So 22 will disarm or disable the trap. So you have sprung the mechanism safely, and you have not gotten hurt by the poison. Now the lock is a little bit more difficult. The lock will take... You're going to have to mess with it for a minute. Give me another thievery check to try and pick the lock on the chest.
What does that hero point do for me? Is that an
Allows you to
automatic
reroll.
Oh, all right. No need to re-roll, because that a 20, my friends.
Boom.
All right.
No, that's a dragon.
Yeah.
That's an
Can't lie to me.
ampersand.
Ampersand.
For some other game company, some
20,
they're
27.
okay.
27.
Beautiful. So you crit succeed. Normally this lock would be really complex. It'd probably take you a little while, maybe a couple checks. But because of the critical success, you pop the lock, no problem.
Nice.
And when you open it, you see a batch of 14 receipts. You also see a scrap of parchment that lists each transaction with a value listed next to it from Bort. And it also contains some gold in here. It looks like 21 gold and 37 silver.
Scrim scoops up all of the paperwork and is so happy to bring it to Madame Muriel. But what people don't notice is that he also slinks up all that gold. And how does he do that? Using that fat, trained thievery skill. Truzam, 17 plus 7 is 24.
Yeah, you're able to do that.
Okay, now.
As you have the paperwork, like I'm assuming like you're like holding it like to your chest.
Like just bringing it to Madame Muriel.
Yep. On the back of it, Muriel sees that it says Hideout in big letters on the back of one of these receipts. Next to a shape that might look like a pond.
That might be a clue.
And a winding path passes through a strange V-shaped chamber before ending at what appears to be a clearing with a tree stump labeled Drop Point. Yeah.
Don't we have a map of the surrounding area?
You do.
I'd like to kind of line up that map with maybe what's on the back of this receipt and see if they sort of line up at any points. Like if I can figure it out.
Paper.
I'm taking the papers from Scrim. I'm going to take them as fast as I can.
Be a good one. Give me a survival check.
Oh.
As you're trying to line up the two maps and see if this hand-drawn, crude one matches up the actual map.
I mean, it was worth a try to see if they lined up, you guys, but like clearly 0 chance that it lines up anywhere. That is a solid 5.
Nice.
Yeah, you can't really tell. Based on the map, it does not look like there's anything resembling it on your map of Etrans Folly.
Yeah, it must be some area like around here or something outside of the city, maybe.
The locals should know.
Maybe the druid.
The ranger should know. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Look at other papers. Look.
What are the receipts for?
So it looks like different things like alchemist fire. You see corpse blood. None of the mutagen that Balthazar noticed, though.
Do they have any names on them? Like who the transaction was with?
Halod's name's on them.
All of them?
Yeah, he's apparently the one who bought him from Bort.
Has he turned around and sold any of them?
What? Why would he want to kill the guy who was?
It looks like the numbers are much bigger than the amount of gold and silver and stuff that was in the chest. But yeah, other than that, I mean, you can't discern if he turned around and sold him or not.
Well, I mean, the receipts, it looks like Halad was buying it from Bort, right?
Yes.
Maybe Halad didn't have enough money to pay his debts.
I mean, maybe Halad borrowed lots of money and couldn't pay back. So, him had to kill Bort.
Ooh, maybe he was up to something bad and Bort figured it out.
Is in recipes some things for my brother Crick to make new bombs? Or is just poisons?
I'll take a look at the take a look at the papers as well.
Yeah, it just looks like bombs basically. It looks like not other than a couple bottles of the corpse blood, for the most part it's a lot of alchemist fire and stuff.
Yeah,
There's
really
other
likes-
things there too, but nothing that really stands out. None of the poison that was found in Bort early on.
Balthazar emerges from the bathroom carrying the bottles. I also found these. Anyone have an idea? It's that. I mean, I know exactly what they are. Don't ask me how, but they're the Juggernaut Mutagens.
Ooh, I don't even want to touch those bottles. Those look
Why? They're
disgusting.
fine. They're just bottles
Where did you find those?
in the toilet. Well, the hole in the ground that Hallod shit into. That toilet. It's a hole. It's really just a hole.
Do we know anything about the mutagen stuff?
You would know what mutagen is. Juggernaut Mutagen is. You know that it basically pumps you up, makes you stronger, and basically it's like a steroid kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. If you drink this, it makes you like Durgan.
Immediately
He's gonna sweat all the bottles.
pounds a bottle. I'm not kidding. I'll drink it.
Is
You
there
can.
any
I mean,
actual
it's literally just remnants of it. It's not enough.
Oh,
to do
that's right. That's not enough to do much.
Yeah.
You're gonna have
What's
to
it
sweat
taste
all the
like?
bottles.
Um,
Shit. It tastes like shit because it was in the shitter.
The receipts. So on the receipts,
Oh, so
there's some of the alchemist fire is what it is, but some of it does say reagents, and it doesn't say Halad's name on it. It just says H, which you would assume is associated with Halad. Yeah, and the deliveries appear to be numbered, 1 through 14. There are 14 different deliveries of these receipts. That's why you have 14 receipts.
So the Juggernaut Mutagen things, those are mostly empty then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's very
that's why they
little
were in there.
drops
So
of
he just
poison.
drank them and then threw the bottles out.
That's why he's so mean. That stuff makes you mean.
Halod's going to be super pumped up when we see him, probably.
Yeah, he is.
Because he drank. There's like a few of these. Like he had several. He's gonna be roid raging.
Crick kind of looks a little disappointed.
Sorry.
No, I thought that guy was really dumb.
You thought he was really dumb?
Yeah, it turns out he's part of my profession.
Oh. I mean, he's also all hopped up on steroids and threw them into a toilet. I mean, he's probably not like the brightest guy in the world. But he also might be very capable of killing all of us.
Yeah, but if he's making this stuff and getting the ingredients, he's just not a dumb guy. He knows stuff.
Is there any signs here that he's actually making the stuff, though? Like alchemical tools or...
Yeah, maybe he's just a dealer.
Yeah, it's just like a 3P thing.
Yeah. So he's still dumb. Don't worry.
Yeah, you're much smarter than he is, Crick. You don't do drugs.
Well, you know what? I'm just gonna. Scrim. Can you cut out his brain?
I'm sorry, what?
Scrim is not surgeon.
I know.
I don't think that was the question. What do you want with his brain, Crick?
Well, if he doesn't have a brain, then he cannot be smarter than me.
That checks out.
And argue that logic, yeah.
Yeah, that pretty much checks out.
Scrim could do this.
But what I'm saying is that he currently has a brain, and you're still smarter than he is. You don't need to cut his brain out to do that. Have some pride in yourself, Crick.
Yeah, he was mean to Finnick though too. So.
I mean, to be fair, literally everyone's mean to Finnick apparently in this town because they're all terrible.
True. That's true too.
It is.
Okay.
And we just can't cut everyone's brains out, I guess.
Why?
Says the voice from beyond. Why?
Why?
Well, I would argue that we probably shouldn't cut the brains out of everybody in town.
I wonder if my brain's rotting too. I've never seen it before.
Durgan, did you find anything down that hallway?
I don't know yet, did I?
So looking down the hallway, you can tell it winds on for a ways before it's out of sight.
Does it look like it slopes upwards or downwards or stays level?
No, it just looks like it snakes, around until it's out of sight.
Well, I would have been checking that for a little bit while they were doing all that stuff. So
it's long. Like you go to a point where you're separated from the group and you go back and you're like, this goes for a while.
Yeah, I'll basically go as far as I can until I stop hearing the people behind me.
Yep. Yeah, you're able to do so. So you are able to discern this is probably a good. It'll take a while to get to whatever's at the end here, or another room, or outside, or whatever.
I'll go with my best friend, with my mace, ready to smashy.
Well, in that case, while we're sort of have some time, I'm going to attempt a medicine check on myself to try to recover some hit points.
Yep, you can do that.
Okay. DC 15. That's a natural 20.
Hey.
Nice. So that is 4d8 back. 8. Okay, I'm full.
Okay. So I'm going to give you guys your XP from before. You also get 60 XP from the maps under the bed and dealing with the hazards from before, like the spear and everything that shot out. The poison lock is going to give you 40 XP. So you get a total of 100 XP plus what I had said earlier about the dogs.
So 160?
Yes.
So we should be at
780.
Well, I had 680 before, so shouldn't we be...
Plus an extra 100, right?
Plus an extra 100.
So 780.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought, okay, so that includes from the dogs then, because the dogs were, I think you said they were 60 on their own.
I thought you said you were at 680 counting the dogs.
No, we were at 680 I think, before we started.
Oh, okay. So then it's 160 XP.
So 840.
Yeah.
There you go. We're getting close.
So close.
So close.
That's it. We go into the forest and we kill rabbits.
Yep. We're grinding this thing out.
We're grinding.
No, because with our luck, we'll run into another bee's nest and we'll die.
Or he'll read the wrong entry for rabbits and I'll get destroyed.
Give us the wrong. Oh, damn, that was a dire rabbit. Sorry.
Just like some
I mean-
Monty Python shit.
Honestly, it doesn't matter what you
Just
run
look at
into
the
if you
bones.
blow yourself up. Twice. All right. So you guys heading through the passageway?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
How about
like
our
to
own
do
best
the
friend?
passageway.
Do we have any idea what direction this passageway is going?
East. It starts off going east.
Okay.
It snakes and winds, so it probably
So,
changes direction
based
a few
on-
times.
You know, like how far he went. I mean, how far on the map would this be? Like, are we still in this general area of the city, or how far did this
I mean,
hallway go when he was
so-
kind of checking it out?
Yeah. So you know that the stairs were went straight under his house, right? When you went in here. This living quarters might be just outside of his house. So yes, you're still in the city at this point before you go down the passageway.
Okay. All right.
Let's fix the map. And then I'll share it with you guys in just a sec. All right, there's the map. This big white thing just means that it goes on for a really long time.
Oh, okay.
So you're doing this for a while. The passageway leading from this chamber begins as worked stone, but as it gets further and further, it becomes more of a natural cavern passage, worked only here and there to make it more passable. The passageway opens up into a large natural chamber, the center of which is occupied by a pool of brackish water. Stalactites and stalagmites occupy much of the room, but a path between them leads around the pool and to another corridor on the opposite side of the cave. So, why is it not doing that? Oh, because I clicked off of it. Be easier using like Roll20 or something. So that's
Do
what
we
the
recognize that?
opening looks like.
Do we recognize that from the drawing on the back of the receipt
No,
that she was looking at with the V shape and the water? No.
nope. The back of the receipt looks like it's above ground somewhere, not underground.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, do we see anything, like hear any movement or see anything in this cave?
Give me a perception check.
Or that is 18.
It seems quiet. It seems really quiet.
Crick wants to stay away from the water as much as possible. He grew up around bighorn lobsters, and they would just spring right out of the water and try and drag you right in and drown you and then eat you.
Okay, so you want to like try to go to the left area as you walk into this room?
Yeah, and
Over
give
this
it a
way?
wide berth. Yeah.
Okay. As you start walking in this way, the water starts glowing blue.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
super cool.
Dope.
There's
Muriel's
shimmering
gonna-
light to the ceiling above. What were you gonna say, Muriel? What is she gonna do?
She's gonna jump up. You see those rocks that are all kind of right next to the water there? She's
like
gonna
this
jump up.
one, this
Yeah,
one?
she's gonna jump up on those rocks and just kind of jump from rock to rock.
As
and-
you do so, seconds later, after the light starts going, the head of a giant blue snake rises from the pool with sparks of electricity dancing between its fangs, while a metal rattle-tipped tail pokes out of the water behind it, audibly building up a charge with every flick of the rattle.
Sister, giant snake, electric snake, big electric snake.
Well, that's
Everyone-
why I'm on the rock.
Everyone, roll for initiative.
I don't think it cares.
Do you want me to re-roll or just use the 18?
You can use your 18.
Okay.
What was the 18 for again?
Ooh, that was good.
It was a perception check when we first entered the room.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
What
fine.
is initiative? Is that perception?
Exception.
Yeah. So no, for you were jumping from rock to rock. So you can either do acrobatics or athletics or something along those lines, whatever best suits what you were doing.
Well, that's better. So
As for Scrim, or not Scrim, well, I guess Scrim too. Scrim and Crick, you guys kind of, I think we're going around the left side of the room, trying not to get near the water. I'm going to let you guys use stealth if you would prefer.
Yes.
Ooh, that's got to be better than my perception. It is.
Well,
That gives me a 17.
Okay. So I got a 4.
16.
All right. If you guys could type it in the chat, that'd be cool.
Oh, yeah.
And then I have tents over here, so if anything happens to change the order in combat, I can easily go with it. And that's starting with the 19 above, I believe, right? That was the first one from Balthazar.
Yeah. Oh, for the actual
initiative.
entries. Yeah.
So Muriel is first, it looks like, followed by Balthazar, followed by Durgan. Then it looks like Crick, and then Scrim. And then me last. So Madame Muriel, you're on the rocks looking down at this snake. As it comes up out of the water, you are able to act first, and technically you can close the distance very easily.
Okay. So I'm gonna jump from this rock to the next rock to the next rock, prior to trying to jump up and attack this thing.
And that is what it looks like.
Oh my!
Oh wow.
It's a snake with a Tesla coil on it.
That's what it looks like, yeah.
That's awesome.
So I got a 21.
For your panache.
Yeah,
Yeah, that works.
jumping from rock to rock. And then I'll go ahead and swipe at it.
All right.
So sorry, I forgot what my plus to hit is. 18.
That will miss barely.
Oh, that's not good.
Whoa. Yeah, that's not good at all.
Don't you have a hero point or something?
I sure do.
Do you want to spend
I can
one?
try again. That's a 19.
That will barely hit.
Okay.
Settles that then.
So I'm gonna go ahead and use this confident finisher.
Okay.
So they're gonna end up taking 2. So this will be the end of my
2 actions, you mean? So it
actions.
uses all 3.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct. So that is a total of 8 points of damage.
Okay. So what does that look like? It's still alive, obviously, but what does that look like when you hit it?
Yeah, so Muriel jumps from, one rock to the other rock, launches off of one rock, and as she's kind of like jumping past this snake, just kind of, she sticks her sword out, and it just kind of barely scrapes across those scales before she's able to tumble confidently onto
Okay.
another rock.
All right. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, next up is Balthazar. You just saw your sister do some crazy skips across the rocks and attack him right across the scales along the underneath its jaw.
Yep. Is there a rock that I can hide behind like a coward?
Yeah, the first rock that she jumped off of.
Okay. I'm gonna go behind that rock, crouch down, and then like peek over the top of the rock. And
Are you using it for cover? Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Beautiful.
And point one finger at
the electric snake and one finger at my sister and like boop and cast forbidding ward on my sister. The target ally gains a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws against the snake. You target one specific enemy against the enemy's attack, spells, and any other effects. So you will keep that for the next minute while I concentrate and hide back here like a coward.
So that applies to the snake?
That applies to it applies only to one enemy and one ally. So
gotcha.
So I get the plus to my AC?
She'll get the plus.
She gets the plus, but only against that one specific enemy.
Gotcha.
So if there's any others, then it wouldn't matter. So you get the +1 to AC, and then any saving throws against its effects or anything.
Okay. By the way, you get a +2 to your AC because of cover. It also gives you a +2 to reflex saves against area effects because of your cover. And how many more actions do you have?
That would be the end of mine. I'm done.
Okay, perfect. Draven, it's your turn. So you see Muriel jumping across rocks. Balthazar cowers behind one, clearly looking a little scared as he kind of ducks down. And then he does some kind of magic to his sister. And it is your turn.
Okay, how far away am I from the snake?
You're probably 25 feet away.
That's
it
perfect.
is in the water, so it is hard to hit from ground level. But if you wanted to climb up on a rock, which might make you a little vulnerable, you could.
Sure, I'll do that. I have 25 feet of movement, so that should get me there.
Okay.
I want to try to be at least within 15 feet of Madame Muriel as well.
Yep, you can do that.
Okay, perfect.
Basically, you're standing on the rock that Balthazar is using as cover, and it's the rock that Muriel just jumped off of.
Perfect. So as I'm running my way up and jumping up on top of the rock, I utter a quick prayer to Imode to help my weapon strike true. And I'm going to cast Weapon Surge as a one-action focus spell. So that's 2 actions, one to move, one to do that, and then I'll strike with it. So it gives me +1 to hit. And if I do hit, I get to do 2 weapon dice for damage instead of 1.
Beautiful.
Okay, 20. Not a non-natural 20, but just 20.
That hits.
Okay. So that's going to be 2d8 plus 4.
Don't roll max.
Well, I got 17 total.
Oh, so close. So you slice open the same area, like just under its jaw. You slice it open. It's bleeding. And as it's bleeding, you can see current, like electrical sparks, kind of jutting through the opening now between the scales where you cut it open. Damn. It's not looking good. So looking at the stat block, I was like, oh, you guys might be in some trouble if I roll high on initiative. But, yeah. Crick.
All right. Crick will lob a alchemist fire that he just found. Seems like a Crick thing to do.
It's a lesser.
Ooh.
It is a lesser alchemist fire, by the way.
I only have lessers anyway.
Oh, okay, perfect.
We're only level 1. Yeah, so I'm going to hero point that shit. And... oh, I'm so glad I did, because that's a natural 20 from a 4.
Okay. So double your damage once you roll.
All right, so that's a 26. All right. For a whopping 12 points of damage, and he will take 2 persistent.
So what's it look like as you basically blow him up?
So Crick is like, and he like throws it like a football right at the gaping hole.
Virals.
Yeah, and it just splashes inside of that wound, and the fire mixes with the electricity and the blood, and it just like blows out the back of the serpent's head.
So the water quits glowing as the electrical current stops on this snake. When it blows up, it goes up a little bit and then comes smashing down in the water, and the pond the waves flow out from under it. Muriel, you're able to maintain your balance, but the rock gets splashed. Same thing with you, Durgan. It ends up becoming really slippery really quick from the water on it. as the snake falls dead and sinks to the bottom of the water. There's some flickering a little bit.
Smoked that snake.
There's a little bit of flickering of the electrical current, but it's real weak. Give me Durgan.
I'm wearing metal armor, so it makes
Durgan
sense.
and Muriel, give me a perception check.
Oh, perception check. Okay.
Oh.
Ooh, 19 and 4, 23.
Okay.
Well, I'm happy that you did well because I got a 9, which means I rolled a 2. So
So Durgan, you see about 15 feet down under the water in the flickering, you can see it looks like there's a body at the bottom of the pond.
So the electrical current's discharged, though, right? It's just the...
Yep, it's like you saw it with the last little flicker of life. It lit up this body just right for you to notice it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll reach down and I'll try to see if I can pull it out of the pool.
Okay. It is 15 feet down under the water.
Okay, I'll tie off a rope to the rock.
Okay.
Do we get
yeah,
a grappling hook? We can like go fishing.
I mean, I guess if you're lighter, I'm probably not the best swimmer with the armor that I have on.
You'll get to the bottom fast.
Oh yeah, I will. That's for sure. Does the pool does it just drop off or does it sort of slope down?
It's a very, very aggressive slope down.
Okay.
Almost looks like a drop off. Yeah.
Well, you know what? I'll go down. I'm fine.
Okay. As you go under the water, can you see in the dark?
I have low light vision. Yeah.
Okay, so you can see. You can see that this body is calcified, like limestone, and there's a pommel of a weapon sticking out of the now stone corpse.
Okay, I'll grab the weapon. See if I can free it.
It is stuck.
Strength check.
Okay, yeah, make a strength check.
Okay, athletics. I guess.
Yeah, athletics.
Yeah. 16 and 4, so dirty 20.
So you're unable to do it. You think you would need to chisel at this for a while. It is a silver rapier, it looks like.
Okay, well, Muriel might like that. Is there a way that I can lift the body out?
No, it's calcified down to the stones at the bottom.
Okay. I might see if I can try to smash away a little bit with the pommel of my sword while I can still hold my breath.
Okay. You're able to make like a little chisel and knock a tiny piece of stone off. You know that it's probably going to take about 20 minutes of work to get this out at this rate.
All right, I'll resurface and let them know what I saw.
Okay.
And then they can
You guys saw Durgan just jump in the water like out of the blue. He never.
Oh
relayed
God,
any
he wants
information
to die.
Yeah, you guys saw the snake die, the waves, and then Durgan just dived into the water without saying a word about what he saw.
Just got to cleansing myself a little bit. So I'll resurface and tell them that. It looks like there's a calcified stone body down there, but there's a silver weapon that it has with it, except it's kind of stuck.
You want a thunder bomb?
I guess that could work. I don't know if I want to set that off in the water when I'm right there, but
Can you set it off in the water?
sound travels through water pretty well, doesn't it?
Well, I don't know how it works.
So can I make a craft check or something to see if I think it would work?
Recall knowledge, crafting check. Yep.
All right. It'll absolutely work. Just put it down there and slam it in there, and the stone will absorb like all the thunder. I got a 13. I rolled a 6.
Okay. Yeah, you think it would work?
The thunder.
You've lit off thunder bombs underwater before. It makes really cool waves.
Just
and
Durgan,
splashes.
hold your hands like this when you do it, so all the sound goes that way.
I'll make a mental note of that, and I'll give it a try.
Durgan, you might not like doing that. Isn't it just an area of effect?
It is. It is.
Crick is totally like the guy, like the Keith Moon that's like cherry bombed a toilet before at some point in his life.
Durgan, you logically you think that would not be wise, as you know, any bombs go in all directions, and your hands are not usually strong enough.
Don't make Crick explain the physics of holding your hands like this to you.
I don't know. He sounds pretty sure of himself, like he's done it before.
Could you just
Insist it
put your
works.
shield up or something?
That
Oh,
might
yeah,
be a
yeah.
good one.
Maybe
Yeah.
just get out of the water. I don't want to pick up pieces of you out of the water.
You know what? Let's just make a note of this and maybe come back later.
But it sounds kind of cool.
Toss it in the water. Well, it'll be really cool. We'll all watch.
I guess to activate it, does it have to like hit with a certain amount of force, or could I just drop it down and when it hits the
And
body?
bail.
Like a depth charge.
Yeah.
Like a wick, right?
It's also only a D4 of damage. So-
Oh, that's not so bad.
Don't you only have 2 hit points?
No, I healed back up to full.
I mean, that would
It would've been
be
kinda funny if he
amazing.
killed you.
Yeah.
If you do blow yourself up, I got you.
That'll definitely get me to a next level.
Blow it up. Blow it up.
For a good
I'll-
cause.
Yeah, it sounds like they're peer pressuring me. So I'll try it just because it's something that might benefit the party. If it's a better weapon for Muriel, it might be worth
Okay.
it.
Your
Plus,
you're gonna
characters
hold
are
your
always
hands
so
over it, or your shield?
self-sacrificing.
Yeah, I'll just sort of put my shield in front of as much of me as I can, and then I'll slam the thing down.
Okay. Give me the damage roll, Dave. Your alchemy,
All right.
whatever your however that works for damage.
Oh, it's a whopping 1.
Boom! You guys see the waves just kind of start going like.
Oh, he's
have you
gone.
ever seen? Yeah, have you ever seen like when you got a bunch of people in a pool and they all start jumping and the water just doesn't know how to react? That's kind of how it is. The waves start going crazy for a second, and the sword does break free, and
Nice.
you
Okay,
don't
so
take any damage.
So I'll grab the sword, but I'm gonna float back up to the surface, face down for a second, and just see.
Bastard. Ah!
You see this
Are
body.
you sure you gave him the right bottle?
You see in your mind's eye again, Durgan, Balthazar there, like,
Getting
I'm
ready.
back, Durgan.
Okay, so just as I'm seeing the image form, I just hold the rapier up.
It's nope.
Crick is. You see Crick doing mental calculations. I think so. I told you he needed to hold his hands like this.
Simple instructions.
So when you get the rapier up out of the water and you're able to really look at it, it is a low grade silver rapier.
Well, that sounds less fancy now.
Yeah, that kind of does. It's a bit of a.
It is a silver rapier, though. I mean,
It's fancier than just my non-fancy rapier.
Yeah, I'll hand it over to Madame Muriel.
it's very old too.
I mean, why not call it like a slightly better silver rapier? Low grade just sounds really good.
Yeah, couldn't
It's
at least
kind of
give it like a
insulting.
cool name?
It's the limestone silvered rapier. The
That's not that cool
calcified
sounding.
limestone silver rapier. Silvered rapier.
Yeah.
Brother Scrim, do you think that
Sorry, my
snake
name
tastes like chicken?
I don't know, brother, but I thought maybe we could go carve it up and you could take parts. Maybe its fangs have poisons.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Scrim has
Durgan,
his
can you help us pull this snake out? How big is this snake? It's like really big,
It's
right?
massive.
yeah. We just need its head.
Well, is it floating?
No,
Okay.
it's sunk to
Well,
the
it's got a crazy thing going on with its tail too, though, right?
Scrim can go diving and cut out fangs for you, brother.
Well, I mean, I think we have to do it a certain way. Durgan could pull it out. Durgan's the strongest person we know.
Against the strongest thing anywhere.
What? I mean, I can try if you want.
Just cut its head out and just pull the whole head.
Cut off its tail. The tail had the cool shocky thing on the end.
Maybe the head and the tail, just in case.
Maybe just pull the whole snake out, Durgan.
Yeah, that's what I was
Can't you
thinking.
just pick up the whole thing?
Because eventually someone's going to ask for the middle parts too. So
Yep.
yeah, I'll
That's what we're gonna cook.
We
Cut
want
out the
heart.
middleman.
how deep down does the thing actually go? Because that
15
body was
feet.
15 feet.
Yeah,
That's it?
I'll
Okay.
say the whole thing's 15 feet.
Okay. I'll just dive down, wrap my rope around the body of this creature, and then come back up. And we may have to work together to pull this out.
Balthazar nods like, sure.
Yeah,
And then
it's-
doesn't move.
I was gonna say it's definitely too heavy for you, Durgan,
Yeah.
by yourself.
I'm actually surprisingly strong, so okay.
Well, I will definitely go and help, although it's probably very little use.
Heave. Hell.
Give me a
Balthazar's
double-
arm comes off.
Both of you roll athletics checks. Can you beat a 25?
Bind or
Okay, well, I'm not
individually?
even
Together.
gonna roll.
Okay.
Oh, together.
Okay.
Athletics checks total.
Okay. I got 17.
I got
I
an
got-
18.
And I got 10.
Oh yeah, you guys are able to pull this whole bad boy up on land. One of you grabbed the head, one of you grabbed the tail, one of you had the middle, and you drag it up on land.
Balthazar's arm pops off as we pull it up.
It's
No, I mean-
lifeless, limp, snaky
I'm
body.
gonna push it back in a little bit.
Thank you. Okay, which bits do you want?
I don't know. I want to examine it and see what we got going on here.
Give me a craft check, because you're looking for like venom and stuff like that.
Venom
right?
sacks, yeah.
For
Electrocution
alchemy.
sacks. I don't know. Whatever it's got.
Electric.
That is a
Electrocution.
25. Yeah.
So there is no venom that you know of. In fact, trying to even figure out where, like, and how this electrical property works is kind of difficult. However, you can take some of the scales. You think you might be able to use them to add, like, some kind of electricity components to
Okay.
some kind of alchemical thing later on. So maybe like an electrical bomb of some sort that would work very similar to alchemist fire, lesser alchemist fire. It's just it would be an electricity property.
Now I have to remember how I added things in the past.
Oh yeah,
Is
you're
it-
using a thing.
Oh, in the
just
app?
Yeah.
I think it's under gear.
Yeah, I'm under gear.
What's you looking for?
I definitely did it before because I added a vial that has 3 fleas in it.
So there is nothing
There's a
in the book.
container
I literally
option.
just winged this, by the way,
Uh,
because you rolled well. I was like, I gotta give him something.
something. All right. I'm gonna write electrocution snake or electro snake down here.
Yep.
Shocky snake.
Shocky snake.
And I'll say you can take enough to make like 4 of them.
All right.
And it would basically be your lesser alchemist fire, but just electricity instead of fire.
Yeah, they might even have one of those.
Probably. I don't know. No idea.
Cool. Thank you.
But it would be damn cool if it did. If not, it does now.
Wish I could revive this thing to be my best friend.
You could, couldn't you? Can't you animate dead?
Oh, I totally can, yeah, but it only lasts for a minute. So, like, it'd be... if we
Does
were
it
in
use a
combat, I
slot,
might
too?
do it. Yeah, it uses a slot, too.
Oh.
Yeah, next time. If there was
Yeah.
something else around that needed killing, I would totally revive this thing to make it our best friend and murder it. But
Oh, it'd be awesome.
give me another enemy, Juice.
You're gonna replace Durgan with this thing? That's
Yeah, I'm a
cool.
little hurt actually that he's
That's
already.
mean. It didn't take long at all.
Are you a giant electrical snake that shocks things? No.
Well, I guess that's true. I can't really compete with that.
You did compete with it, and it's dead, so I think you win.
The tail does look kind of cool. It's about the coil thingy is probably the length of like your body. So like from your middle, like right under your chest, all the way down to the ground.
Cut it off.
Pretty long.
Cut it off. I would do it myself, but I only have a mace, so I can't really smash it off. I guess I could.
And
Probably not.
it totally does seem like a really cheap, flimsy metal.
Sister, try out your fancy new sword on that thing's tail.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll take my sword and start to like
Chop at it.
saw
With a
off.
flourish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels nice. I mean, it cuts through it just like your other sword probably would. And you're able to slice right through it and get the long piece off.
Yeah, once I slice through it, I'm gonna take the whole thing and I'm gonna throw it over to Crick.
It's like the size of Crick.
Yeah, I just want it to just like land like right next to him, not like on him, but you know, just like.
Okay.
Just enough to scare him.
Mm-hmm.
Effective. It works.
I'm sure he'll look back, and I'm standing there with my sword resting on my shoulder,
All bloody.
one leg propped up on a small rock next to me,
He Captain Morganing?
wind blowing.
Yeah. It does appear is Captain Morganing.
Okay. So this gave you guys 120 XP.
Oh, that's painfully close.
Close.
Are you kidding me? Agonizing.
We're 40 away.
I'm not trying to be agonizing. Oh, is there something
Sure.
to the sword? No.
Sure.
Okay.
Can
960.
we just get like 40 just for like cool points?
Yeah,
If you
For
do something
being-
cool.
dope as shit.
We just
I begin man dancing.
extracted venom. I
You
don't know
walking.
what we
Paula,
thought about.
maybe if today you baked cookies instead of tomorrow. You got to earn it, Paula.
We smoked that snake, but didn't get to do shit.
Is there anything else interesting in this cave? It's literally just like an empty cave.
Yeah, it's just a open cavern with some rocks and a giant
But it
pond.
continues on, right?
Yeah, there's another like exit point on the other side. And I'm
Alright,
assuming anyone who can't see in the dark is using some form of light, like a torch of some sort or some kind of light spell or something. So
For anyone that can't see in the dark.
AKA I think you.
Nope, I have dark vision.
Oh, okay.
So all of you are able to. I think Durgan
We
has
have
low
dark
light.
vision too.
I have low light, yeah.
Okay.
I
I remember
low
that
light.
before I cast that light spell when we were going down in here and then realized afterward that no one actually needed it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Perfect.
low light only amplifies like existing light. So like dim light would be like regular light too. So we would still need something.
Fair. Okay.
And that's just you and the elf?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm also the person going first down the cave, so
Right.
it would be nice for me to be able to see.
So what do you guys use them for light then? Is it Balthazar's light spell or something?
Yeah, I have a light cantrip, so
Okay.
I cast. What do you want me to cast light on, Durgan?
You can
Going
cast it on my sword.
Okay. Yeah. Make the tip of his sword glow.
Just the tip?
Just the tip.
I had to.
Yeah,
Sorry.
had to.
Did you have to?
I think he did.
All right. So you guys start walking into the other part of the tunnel, and we are going to take a quick little break, little potty break. We will be back in 5 minutes. All right, we're back after making very short work of the snake pool and the giant lightning serpent.
Yo, that was a whomp. We whomped that snake.
You did. You destroyed it. He needs more hit points next time.
Lesson learned.
I'm going to triple him. No.
Oh, he was great.
Can't wait to run this module again for you guys. No. Okay. So you guys were able to get chunks of meat if you wanted to eat it or whatever. That's fine.
Oh, we were definitely getting chunks of meat.
Yeah,
Oh, the
I
snake
wouldn't
meat.
expect anything else out of the goblins.
We were going to be stuffed with so much snake meat by the time this is over.
Yeah, you guys are packed to the gills with it. So you start walking back through the other tunnel across the way. It takes about 10 minutes to traverse it before you can detect a faint natural light ahead. The air becomes notably cleaner, smelling vaguely of grass. After another 5 minutes of travel, the tunnel opens up into a cave mouth. The tunnel you have been traversing opens into a cave, and you can see a forest beyond the cave's mouth. The roots of a large tree block the middle of this entrance, as if the tree had grown into a hillside that has since eroded away. Beyond the tree is a large pond. A path around the water begins to one side beneath a curtain of moss hanging from the tree. The cave itself is piled high with 2 rows of neatly stacked crates and boxes.
This might be the drop point then.
Does this line up with the map?
It does look like it does.
I want to go check out these crates and boxes.
All right, just
Smash
a
it.
sec. All right, let me share my screen so you can see it. You guys are coming from the south, heading north at this point.
Oh.
And that is what it looks like. Sorry.
Lod's like coming and going from his secret hideout. Does he just go by the giant electric snake every time? And it's like all good?
I
Or
mean,
if there's like a trick.
seems like it. So you guys are at the south there, where it's a
Yeah.
5-foot opening. You said you wanted to check out the boxes, Muriel?
Yeah.
Where do you want to start? Left, right, straight ahead, middle?
Oh, just straight ahead. The one's right in front of us.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just kind of
Uh,
poke through them, see what's in there.
All right. As you start moving forward, you do all of a sudden... give me a perception check, actually.
23.
Okay. You see a bald man who looks very familiar. Who looks like this. Stand up
Oh,
and say, "I wondered when Bort's lackeys would arrive.
yo, he's beefy.
Let's do this." And he draws his crossbow.
Yes, let's do this.
Let's
And
not
with his
do this.
offhand, he drinks a vial. Roll initiative.
Damn it, he's juicing.
Just say no.
Just say no to juice.
Can I use that perception roll for initiative, or do you want me to
Yes,
reroll?
you can. I have a 14.
Ooh, that was good.
Who was the first one on the right? Was that you, Muriel? No, I see it. Never mind. Durgan was 22. Okay, so I have a 14. Durgan has a 22. Madam Muriel's a 23.
Boom.
And you say we've been walking for 15 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. During that time, I would have regained my focus spell.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, you guys seriously beat me on initiative.
We're gonna womp you again.
Except for
Scrim.
So, all right, let's switch back to the map. Let's move him. Let's move him over here so you can still see him. There we go. Just right over there. He's just mean mugging you. All right, so he is all the way back here. You guys are all the way over here. He has a crossbow drawn. What would you like to do? First up is Muriel. Sorry.
So I think how much movement do we get?
What's your speed on your sheet? Does it say?
I think it's 25 or 30.
No, I thought it was like 25 or 30.
You're an elf?
Yeah.
Oh, and Muriel, you do notice there appears to be wires. These dotted white lines that might be hard to see. Right across here, there's one. And then down here, there's one. And there's basically wires running from wall to wall.
Okay, so
about thigh high.
So the elf has a speed of 30.
Okay. Are these 5-foot squares?
Yes.
And you're swashbuckler, right?
Yes.
That's a higher level ability. Never mind. At a certain level, they gain bonus to their speed.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I would like to do is I would like to move forward, kind of gets me to those crates in the upper right-hand corner.
Okay.
And then I would like to jump on.
So that'd be 2 movements or 1 movement?
That would just be 1.
Okay. You do have to make it a 2 movement because to avoid the tripwire, it's going to require an acrobatics check.
And by the way, there's a tripwire.
And there's 2 tripwires. And you noticed it because of your high perception. Technically all of you noticed it except for Scrim. But it's
fine. Well, okay, so then what I'm going to do, I'm going to run forward. I'll do a backflip over the tripwire, continue running, and then I'm going to do a forward flip on top of the crates. And I am going to basically just yell out to him that you might as well surrender now. You have essentially no chance in making anything happen for yourself.
chuckles.
The tripwire, is that acrobatics?
Yeah, give me an acrobatics.
It's a 17.
Yep. All right, you make it. You do not trip the wire.
Okay, and then it's also a 17 to flip up onto those crates up above him.
There's your panache. You're able to do it.
Well, that's all the movement that I have. So that's movement, and that's it.
No, so I was saying that you technically, for your movement, I'm only counting it as 2. And then you get your third action if you want. You're close enough to attack.
Yeah, for my third action, I just jumped up on top of the crates.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Okay, never mind.
Yep.
Beautiful.
And I yelled at him.
Yep.
In a very intimidating way.
Do you want to make an intimidation check of some sort?
Sure, I would love to.
Go for it.
Well, I tried to be intimidating. I was moderately intimidating at a 13.
Yeah, he's not intimidated. All right. Your turn is over. Durgan, same deal. You do notice the tripwire. It is hard to avoid. You will have to make an acrobatics check to get around it.
I try an athletics check to just jump over.
Yeah, you could try that.
Okay, I'd rather do that because
it's like a double foot jump.
Yeah, I've got a bonus in that versus nothing in acrobatics. 19 on the dice. That's 23 to jump over the tripwire.
Yep, you clear it.
Okay, and
it should have been a reflex save. So it's fine. We'll stick with it for now. We'll do reflex saves afterwards. Sorry.
Okay, so I'll take 2 action. Well, so I'll use 2 moves to get to him.
Yep.
And I'll make an attack. I want to position myself so that I'm within 15 feet of both the enemy and Muriel.
Yep.
That shouldn't be too difficult right now. Just in case he decides to attack her, I have an ability.
All right.
And 22 for the attack roll.
That will hit.
Okay. For 8 damage.
All right. Just looking real quick to see if he has anything he can do in response. Does not look like he has anything. Okay, cool. You slash him. He starts bleeding instantly from the attack. And it is now Balthazar's turn. The guy is kind of covered up by Muriel and Durgan from your view. So he does have the benefits of a greater cover right now.
Well, I mean, greater, of course, because Durgan is just such a house that obviously totally covers him.
That and the crate, and then Muriel standing on the crate.
Are the tripwires those dotted lines going across
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yep. And
Do
you
we,
do notice them.
Yes. Is it apparent what they do?
No.
If tripped?
No.
I wish there was like a cool way to shove his ass into his own tripwires. That'd be hilarious.
There's always a way.
Yeah, there's always a way.
It's just a matter of if you can execute.
Yeah. I don't have anything. Yeah.
I don't know. Balthazar looks like a great wrestler. You don't think he could grapple him?
He's not much of a grappler, but you know what? I do have. I just pulled up this, and I gotta give this to you guys.
Thank you, Peter. I didn't think of that.
What's that?
I could have used a villain point for initiative, but I'll wait.
Good point.
I'll wait
Yes.
until it's his turn to attack.
Why you gotta help him out like that, man?
Love you,
Yeah,
Peter.
dude.
Why you gotta do that?
He's one in the crowd.
I would like to try to use. I have this like handy dandy reference sheet that I found on Reddit that's very, very nice, but of skill actions,
Right.
to use in combat, and I would like to try to which side. So where's he currently? Is he on the other side of the far?
Yeah, he's on the other side of the second tripwire.
Okay.
Right now, Madame Muriel, and Durgan are like right next to that second tripwire.
Yeah, that's
Muriel's on top of the crate.
dangerous.
Yeah, so she's not like really hitting it. Durgan, though, like if he steps wrong, he's gonna trip the tripwire, and the guy's just on the other side of it. Yeah, behind that crate.
That's not great. I want to try to create a diversion.
Okay.
With a deception check. The diversion is quite simply this. Gonna take my mace and just chuck it at the tripwire at the back and set it off to see what it does.
From the other side of the room? So like you're throwing this like 30 feet across the room or something?
Not the one that they're straddling, the closest one to me.
Okay.
The other one, yeah. Because I don't want to accidentally hit like Durgan or any of them.
How far away are you when you do this?
I mean, I'm not far because I just kind of came in through that back way coming out there. So I'm probably not terribly far, but I'll back up a wee bit and then just huck my mace and set it off.
So it would be very difficult. Obviously, I'm going to let you do it. You're going to make a throwing. You can add your modifier to hit with the mace. It's going to have a higher AC probably than you're used to. Maybe something, I'm not going to say the number, but yeah, it's going to be a difficult check is what I'll say.
If this goes wrong, it's going to look really stupid. Just Balthazar, why'd you just throw your mace on the ground?
It creates a distraction.
Oh, I rolled a 2 on the die.
So he throws it. It's not even near the tripwire. It goes straight like down the room, and it's going to hit. Here, let me share with
If you say Durgan.
No. You
Burn
didn't-
your house down.
You didn't roll a 1, so I'm a lot nicer than that. No,
Just hope
so,
those crates don't have like alchemist fire in them.
Yeah.
so
stay
you
very well
from
away.
here throw it at this, miss, but you like overthrow it, and your mace ends up like next to F8 here on the left.
Oh.
So it's like straight ahead of you, and it's just up there near that second tripwire almost.
Oh God.
Beautiful.
Okay,
Beautiful
well-
throw though. There's one action. What are you doing with the other 2?
Yeah. Well, since that was embarrassing, I'm going to use a spell.
I feel like anytime
All right.
Balthazar has the option of a spell or physical activity,
Yeah.
maybe
I'm stronger than I look, to be honest with you. But okay. Homeboy Halad needs to make a basic will save.
Okay, what are you doing to him?
I'm going to daze him.
Daze him.
Oh, handing out the days like candy.
26.
Okay. Yup. That will
Not daze him.
never mind. He's
Did you
fine.
critically fail?
I don't have
16
to
or
roll.
lower. It's 10 or less. Oh, okay.
I don't
It's
have to
just
roll
got to
anything.
beat a spell
It's-
number. or
yeah.
whatever?
He's
Well,
gotta
what's
beat my-
the like? Do you do damage on a? Because a basic save is usually save for half. So does it do damage, or does it
No.
only do damage on the crit?
It doesn't. No.
So did he critically succeed though?
It does damage. So my save DC is a 16. So he's
So he
Yeah.
critically succeeded.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
How would I rule that? Typically, something good happens for that, but
He
I don't
would just take no effects even if there were
Yeah.
supposed to be some on a successful
Yeah,
save.
it's not
No worries.
half. He would get if he critically fails, he's stunned. Also on top of that, but
I thought you did your modifier in damage. So,
yeah, but he still has to fail for that to happen.
well, yeah, I was gonna say a basic save. He takes half on a successful save.
That's not how the spell's written.
It says basic save though, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So a basic save, it's described somewhere else in the book. So a basic one is on a failure you take full damage, on a success you take half, critical success you take none, and on a critical failure you take double.
Oh.
But he did get a critical success, so he'll take nothing.
in other words, it's not written into the spell itself. It's written into the rules of how
Yeah.
spells work, which is why it doesn't show up on your character sheet or your character.
Well, nothing happens. So next.
Basic saving throws are on page 305 of the core rulebook if you're interested.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. With that, do you have one more action, or was that a 2 action?
No, that was
stuff?
2. That was 2.
All right. Crick. Think quick.
How far away is he?
About, I think, 5, 10, 15. Like 40 feet.
All right, I need to move up about 10 feet.
Okay, you can do that. There's one action. You are
Okay.
now next to the tripwire.
Okay. And I will now chuck a bomb at his ass.
All right.
'Cause,
You do know you have 2 friendlies right next to him, right?
yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Is it an alchemist fire?
Yeah, it's a 22 to hit.
22 to hit. All right, so it will hit. But as this fire goes off, the tripwire goes.
Yeah.
So, both
What-
Durgan.
what does it do?
So here's the thing about being an alchemist. I can make all the splash go at him.
Yes, that's fine. Durgan and Mariel, give me a reflex save.
does it do? What does it do?
I'm gonna spend my hero point because I just rolled a 2.
All right.
Oh, I
Welcome to the Chill
definitely got this. Reflex
I wanted to know
is
what this did anyway.
the best thing that I could roll. So I got a 24.
Boom.
You guys both beat a 17 then?
I got a 19 on my reroll.
Okay, then you guys don't have to worry about it. Let's see if it gets our friend Halad here.
Get him, get him, get him.
I rolled a 9 plus. Where's his reflex? Oh, there it is. That is a 17. So he barely makes it. So you guys see a spear come out of the wall, the far side, shoots over, goes right between Muriel's legs, and pings into the wall on the right, and the tripwire up on the far side up here goes limp as it burns. With that, give me your splash damage, Dave. How much damage does he take?
It missed. Splash damage is 1, but it's 4 for the
Okay. His AC was 19. I thought you rolled
22. So
yeah, you hit.
So it's a 4, and I'll take 2 persistent.
Yeah, the splash would be other targets.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So,
but he is on fire.
For our rules expert, for bomber, it says you can actually do the splash damage.
To them.
To just the primary target. So do they take the splash damage in addition?
Yes, so they would take it in addition, but if there were other targets around him, then it wouldn't get anybody else. So, yeah, if you can do that, then...
Yeah. So he'll take 5 and then 2 persistent.
Okay. So 31.
Burn, you mother effer!
And so every round he'll take 2 persistent damage then?
Yeah, until he puts himself out.
Okay, and you have a third action still, correct?
Sure, but I don't think I have anything to do with it, so... I mock him.
All right. Actually, to pull the bomb and throw it, I think we decided before it was 2.
That sounds about right.
I think that's how we were ruling it earlier.
Technically, it's supposed to be because you can get an ability that you can do it like as a free action or something later.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on.
So it is his turn.
Jude.
Oh, sorry. What's that?
Whose turn is it? His turn?
Yeah, it's his turn, and then yours.
Where is he?
He's
is
on
he
the
where
front.
your arrow is?
Yeah, he's up at that barrel up here, and then you're after him.
Yeah, but the first line tripwire coming out of the cave, is that the one that's already been triggered?
Yeah, the one right next to him. This one just was triggered. The one down here is still live.
It's the one that I tried to set off, but then missed.
So you guys are down. You're down here at the south, Bill. Your character. This first tripwire still appears to be live, but your character hasn't seen it. Although you saw like them throw it and jump over it. I'll say you know where it's at now. And then up here, this one's dead. So you do know of the first tripwire as well. Sorry about that. So he will then pull out a kukri. He will swing at Muriel's legs because they're right in his face. He thinks he can probably do something good with that. Probably not. So his first attack is, maybe a 19. Does that hit you?
It does.
You are tripped, and you're going to take 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay, so I'm going to use my reaction.
Yep.
For a retributive strike. So since both her and the enemy are within 15 feet of me, so she gains resistance of 3 to the damage, so she only takes 9 instead of 12. And I get to make a melee strike against him.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that is 21, 14, 7.
Okay. So he takes 21 points of damage?
No, that was the attack roll for his armor class.
Oh, yeah, that hits. It's a 19.
Yeah, no. He takes 21 points of damage.
I thought.
That'd be pretty impressive on a D8 plus 4, let me tell you. So that is going to be, I rolled a 7, so that's 11 damage there as well.
Wow. Okay. All right, so you heard him. He is not happy about it. With his attack, he is using a dirty trick to try and nope, he can't. So never mind, you're not tripped, you're still standing. So when he does an attack, he has this thing called dirty trick. If he scores a critical hit, he can attempt to do an athletics to trip you, and it had the trip feature with his weapon. So that's all. So you're not actually tripped, Paula. Now he's got 2 more attacks. He is going to do the 1-2 move. He makes 2 strikes, 1 with each hand. He can't do that because he's got a crossbow. So he's just going to swing his kukri at you now, Durgan, since you did that thing.
Yep, that's fine.
And does a 19 hit you? Nope, I forgot his penalty. So he's a -3, so it's a 16.
No, that will just miss.
All right, so I'm going to use my villain point. One of them.
There it is.
I'm going to re-roll that bad boy. That's better. That's a 17. Does that hit?
That just hits, yeah.
Beautiful. For 9 points of damage from the cookery. And his final attack, which is probably going to miss at a -6. Oh, maybe not. 21 minus 3 is 18, so that hits. For a whopping 7 points. That's his minimum damage.
Oh, that's still enough. I mean, I'm still standing, but that's still a lot of damage.
And it is now Scrim's turn.
Yay!
The awesome little stabby goblin. I don't know. I couldn't think of a good word for it.
Okay. Are you ready?
Always.
Scrim is going to, for his first action, he's going to move to where that F8 is, basically behind the crates. So he's going to, if he has to make an acrobatics roll to get over that tripwire swiftly, but ending up at the first action behind those crates because he has very sneaky, the goblin feat.
Yep.
He could do all that, and as long as he's behind that cover, he will still remain hidden.
Okay. Yeah, give me the acrobatics. As well as a stealth check. Because
Acrobatics, 19.
okay, yeah, he makes it.
Stealth is his specialty. That is a 25. So
Yep, he makes it.
can you use your arrow to point to, I wish we had like a combat map. So here's the thing. I'm just going to tell you that I've counted these squares out. I can get behind him at a 180 to Durgan in my next round. And then the third round is to sneak attack and backstab.
Yeah, so to get to the opposite side of Durgan to flank is 25 feet away from where you are right now.
Right. I could do my movement plus 5 feet with the very sneaky feat in stealth.
Okay.
And as long as I end each of those actions, I remain considered concealed. So when I get behind him in that little rocky alcove or wherever,
Yep.
the third of my 3 actions is the sneaky stab.
Okay, go for it.
Does a 18 hit?
It does not. Do you want to use a hero
Good. That's when I'm going to blow that hero point.
point?
Yay. Okay, 17.
You still have 2 more.
Is 24. So a 24 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, regular damage plus sneaky attack. 14.
Nice. He's still standing, but he is bleeding profusely.
That's it. I'm out.
All right, Muriel, what are you doing?
Okay, so I am going to jump from this crate that I'm on to another crate, and then I would like to launch myself off of the rock wall.
So
Like, I wanna-
to jump to another crate, you're going to possibly provoke an attack of opportunity if he is able to do that. You could do a jump off the wall. You're right next to the wall if that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I just want to jump
Panache.
off of the wall. Yup.
You could just do a flip in place.
I could, but I'm trying to use my
Do a
environment
flip
to be
in place.
creative.
A standing back flip.
Yeah.
Just do a backflip and then stab him.
Stab.
No, I don't know how
want
Panache works.
I want to launch myself off the wall and then come down on top of him.
Okay, give me your panache
Basically.
check. Beat a 19.
So I rolled an 18 on the die, so it definitely beats a 19.
So what? Oh, okay. What happens if you fail your panache? It just doesn't give you panache.
I don't get it. And so what I'm using for this one
Mhm.
is I'm going to use so my attack is an attack, and I'm using like a finisher for extra damage, so I wouldn't get the extra damage.
Gotcha.
I believe.
Okay.
That's how I understand it anyway.
I think you also burn an action because to do
Yeah.
acrobatics, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would spend one of your 3 actions doing basically nothing.
So I got a 28 to hit him.
Yep, that hits. You were really close to a crit, but not close enough.
My sister's so cool.
And that is 10 points of damage.
So you killed him. He starts bleeding and just.
Oh, I was gonna try to intimidate him to surrendering on my turn. But
Yeah, well,
Alas.
Too late. And
actually,
so
it's just can I actually stabilize him? Because if we can bring him back,
I can bring him back. Don't worry.
Yes.
well, we can do that as a fail-safe.
I am trained in medicine.
You could try to get him through the death saving deal. Yeah.
Well, I can actually do like a treat wounds to stabilize
Yeah,
him.
you could stabilize him.
All right, I'm going to actually do that. And that is 17 plus 4, 21.
Okay. Yeah. He is stabilized.
Scrim can wrap up his wrists to make sure him does not escape.
I would
Roll.
just like to note I'm not in favor of this.
Rope and knots.
Well, he killed Bort, but we also need to try to clear Finnick's name as well, right? So we can bring him back alive.
We could have just said he admitted to it.
Or we can make him say that he admits to it.
How are we going
Yes,
to do that?
but that was a really great combo move. Would have been more epic if he just died and stayed dead.
It was super cool. Everyone, am I right? That was really good. That was a cool move.
I don't know, all this flippy stuff, it's killing the business.
No, it's killing that guy, and it did.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a wrestling reference.
Yep, I got it.
Yeah.
I was saying, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a super
Yeah.
kick party. It's
Yeah.
all good.
I want to bring him back alive if possible. That was the deal that I had made with the sheriff.
But
By the way,
the
Draven,
sheriff
I just want to
sucks.
say, you understand me so well.
I thought you'd appreciate that.
I do.
I want to make sure
You
he
know
has
what?
the-
I'm giving you a hero point because you understand me so well.
All right, I'll take it. That gives me one back.
You got 2 now.
I used one, remember?
Tonight?
Yeah, when I was trying to get over the.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was a saving throw.
Yep, I didn't mark it, but yeah, there you go. All right, you got 1 now. Okay. So it's gonna be a little bit before he wakes up.
Yeah, that's fine.
He had. Do you guys want to know what he had? He had a.
Oh yeah, we want to.
Oh yeah, we'll take everything off him for sure.
Yeah,
Strip him naked.
Yeah, and all the
Thank you.
crates too.
Oh, Balthazar, do you want clothes?
I would love clothes.
It's a great idea.
This guy is pretty jacked. I don't know how well these things are going to fit me, but
I don't know. I kind of want to see like the big, like baggy, oversized pants with.
hell yeah.
Like Balthazar having to just hold them up the whole time.
Balthazar is like hammer pants.
One action.
We cut off. We have to cut off a piece of rope that he uses as a belt to
That's
make sure
perfect.
that his pants stay up.
I say we strip this man naked so that way when he comes back, he is, humiliated. That might keep him from like running off or something like that. And also I get to wear his clothes that are covered in blood because you did just kill him.
And then we can make sure he doesn't have any more.
Yeah, not hiding any like bombs or steroids or anything nearby. So perfect.
Yeah.
I will
Okay.
strip a corpse naked.
So he has he's got a heavy crossbow with 10 bolts. He's got a really nice kukri, leather armor, a lesser healing potion, 1 lesser Juggernaut Mutagen, and a key.
Ooh, roids.
Oh,
Like
Wonder
keys
if
probably
he-
to that chest.
he was to the box.
I'll take the bolts because I have that crossbow
Oh yeah.
that he set up as a trap for the trap.
So can
Yeah.
anyone
Mhm.
can anyone take the sauce?
Take the
Yeah,
sauce.
why not? Yeah. I don't know how it exactly works, but you could drink it. There's only one.
Oh, I don't want to drink it. I think either Muriel or
Something.
Durgan should drink it.
Yeah, I'm not touching that stuff.
Give me.
What exactly does it do?
You'd have to look in the book, but it basically makes you stronger.
Although Muriel's kind of angry already, so
Probably helps you do damage and stuff.
Well, maybe we could just, just keep it for the future. Might
I'll
need
hang
it.
on to it.
Just in case I'm feeling not super angry.
Yeah, no, I'll give it to you if you're ever feeling not angry.
Balthazar's gonna drink it and go to do some feat of strength, and his arms are just gonna come off. He's stuck on whatever he was holding on to.
I'm 100% adding this to my inventory. 100%.
So in the crates and stuff, as you guys start going through them, you find about 50 gold's worth of alchemical reagents. They can be used in crafting alchemical items. You find... What's that?
The dib.
There you go. There's a Rune Stone containing the Shadow Rune and 2 ever-burning torches.
Shadow rune, huh?
It's a shadow rune.
It's like a cyberpunk rune.
There you go. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up. Durgan's
Sounds
our lookup
cool.
guy over there. He's our note taker. He's our look up all these rules. He's basically the assistant DM.
I'm just putting a message in what the bestial mutagen does.
What
Gotcha.
does kukri do? Scrim picks
it's
up the blade.
Yeah, it's kind of like a dagger that's kind of curved forward.
Does it require special proficiency, or can Scrim just use it like he would a dagger?
I think it's is it martial? Advanced martial, I think.
Well, either way, Scrim takes it unless someone wants it.
Good.
Yeah, let me pull.
Scrim is best with small blades. Durgan is best with large killing blades.
We have that covered, yeah.
That is true.
I think it's perfect for you.
Muriel is best with pointy stick blades.
It's an uncommon martial weapon. That's all. So yeah, you could use it if you're trained in martial
Probably use
weapons. It's got the agile, finesse, and trip traits. It
This is
does
helpful for you.
1d6 slashing damage.
That looks
It's
super
like
cool.
short sword, but curved and fancier.
Which for a person of your height is like a long sword.
Yes.
That looks super cool.
Maybe as good for opening hard shells of stubborn bighorn lobsters.
As you start wielding it, Scrim, you notice it is a +1, by the way. It's very light and nice to use.
That's how you notice?
Goes into Beavis mode.
Grim, did you drink the roids?
Oh, I love it. Absolutely love it.
Here's what I love. I've been joking this whole time about how Balthazar is practically naked. And that's just flavor because, like, mechanically, actually, I do have studded leather armor.
It looks
now-
like bondage, so you could.
That's
look
exactly what I
stuff.
just thought. Now it's even funnier because he looks like Judas Priest. Like, going around in just studded leather chaps this whole time.
Perfect.
You guys got 80 XP from that battle, by the way.
Oh, we did it!
I don't even know how to level up.
Yeah. So now we're on 1,040.
So we're at 40.
40 carries over, and it restarts basically again for the next level.
Oh, so you just start back at 40?
You would start off at 0, but every 1,000 you level up, and you're whatever
So
you
we're
were
at 40,
over
level 2.
Mm-hmm.
We're level 2.
And folded up in Halad's pocket is a note written on a scrap of parchment. It is in a very feminine, pretty handwriting. I shouldn't say feminine, but a very beautiful
men can
handwriting.
have nice handwriting
Probably
too.
Halad. Yeah,
Okay.
Halad has really good
I don't
penmanship.
know a lot. I don't think I've ever seen a man with pretty handwriting.
Yeah, my handwriting sucks.
Yeah, that's like what I've seen most of the time. I'm
Well,
not saying it's
this
not
is-
possible.
This
I
is
just
the
haven't
first
seen it.
then. Halad. Halad has really pretty handwriting.
Yeah, that may be. It is unlike any of the other writing that you guys have encountered to this point. The style is plain and severe, clearly self-taught. And this is what it reads. Halad. The final shipment of corpse blood is due in just over a week, and it is the last thing I need from that greedy bastard, Bort. I've enclosed a parting gift for him that should ensure he never tells anyone of our dealings. Be sure that he gets it, my darling. Drop off the reagents as soon as they arrive. My work is almost done. You will find your usual reward in the stump.
Halad's got a girlfriend. Halad's got a girlfriend.
Oh my gosh, somebody put him up to it.
And called him darling.
Mm-hmm. And there's something in the tree stump.
Let me go check. Let me go check. And he frantically runs up to the tree stump.
So this is not a tree stump. This is a tree.
Oh, this is just a tree, right?
Yes. So I'll pull the back.
I'll cut it down and make it a stump.
Yeah, this is like a full-on tree, I believe. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure.
We
Roots
had
of
that
a large tree.
that drop point. Where was that? It was a different map.
So this is the drop point. It looks like.
Oh, okay. For some reason I
But
thought it was a stump.
the tree stump does not seem like it's the drop point. I guess no, that doesn't make sense.
But there is no tree
This
stump.
is not the drop point. Sorry. That's very confusing because before what it said is completely different than what it says here. Maybe I misread it. I don't believe this is the drop point. I don't know. Either way, this is not the tree stump.
Where the hell was that tree stump?
Because this is a tree,
I see that.
right?
Sure looks
my
like a tree.
Tunnel you have been traversing opens into a cave, and you can see a forest beyond the cave's mouth. The roots of a large tree block the middle,
The roots of a
entrance,
large tree.
as if the tree had grown into a hillside that has since eroded away. Beyond the tree is a large pond. A path around the water begins to one side beneath a curtain of moss hanging from the tree. The cave itself is piled high with 2 rows. This cave is where... I guess it is the drop spot.
Perfect.
Interesting.
Dig around, dig around.
Find your user reward in the stump. The problem is it doesn't tell me what the hell is in the stump. So this can't be the stump.
It
right?
can't be. No,
Improv.
it would be under
There
like the
must be
treasure.
2 drop spots. Yeah. So this, because here's the other. Okay, I'm gonna peel the curtain back.
Oh boy.
The drop point. The drop point on Halad's map is little more than a large hollow tree stump in a small clearing.
So that we're not there.
Yeah, this is not a clearing. This is like on a hill,
cave.
kind of. Yeah, a cave thing. So I don't think there must be 2 different drop points.
This might be more like a storage area.
Do we have Halad's map?
You did. It showed you.
Is it one of the ones that Muriel found earlier?
Right, and she was comparing it to the Etrans Folly map, and it didn't show up on there.
Sister,
Yes. What?
can I see that map you found?
Oh, sure. I don't think it's around. It's for around here, though.
No, I don't think so either. But I want to find it because he's got a reward there. Who knows, that would be a great clue.
Ooh, I wonder what the reward is. I wonder
it's-
who wrote him the note.
It's been a few days too since Bort was killed, so he may have already collected the reward, and that could have been in the chest.
Oh, we should open the chest. Where was that chest?
We opened it.
Oh, yeah. I was fixated on this naked man.
I guess we can ask him when he wakes up. Also, what's in all these crates?
We went through the crates. That was the 50 golds worth of alchemical.
Oh, okay, that was all that stuff.
That was the Rune Stone and the Shadow Rune and 2 a rune stone containing a shadow rune, and 2 ever-burning torches. The note was in Halad's pants pocket. Yes. And
I'm gonna
that
go
was
over and
it.
kick him till he wakes up.
So you start kicking him. He
Lightly.
starts to come to, and as he looks up at you guys, we'll end the session right there.
Oh.
Just because I think the next part, I don't want to jump into it, with like just a short amount of time. So, yes. But
Once again, someone saw my face as they're pulled back from the brink of the cold embrace of death. Hello, Halad.
it's the reoccurring theme.
I'm Balthazar.
Do we level our characters between now and next
feel
session?
free.
Okay.
Yeah, feel free to do that.
I don't know how to do that.
What level are you?
Trying to work on that.
Should be level 2, yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty simple. So you would just get whatever the hit points are listed for your class, plus your con modifier, and then whatever the level 2 features are for the class that you're in.
I imagine.
So
in
the
app
Oracle
that we're using, we can probably both do this.
Yeah, the Oracle
you
gets
go up
8 plus con for hit points.
In the app, up at the top, you just select your character and then you change it to level 2, and then it just unlocks everything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So,
You
sorry.
get an Oracle feat and a skill feat. Yeah.
So Muriel has 2 hero points. Crick has 3. Balthazar has 3. Scrim has 2, and Durgan has 1 hero
Yep.
point. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure of that, and then I have 1, so we are good to go for next time, and it'll be easy for me to remember going into the next session. I just need to watch the end of this session to know that.
Mm-hmm.
I expect you guys to probably either interrogate Halad or turn him in or something, or kill him. I don't know what you're gonna do, but
We already killed him once.
We know
Try
there's
something
already
new.
1 vote for killing him.
we already have 1 vote there. But yeah, so I'm sure we will figure out. That's where we'll pick up next time is where we left off here with Halad. So you guys will have 2 weeks to think about what you're going to do with him, and feel free to email each other or whatever to figure out what you want to do with him. With that, I will let you guys plug anything you have going on this week. We can start with you, Colin.
Sunday, One Shot Sunday on my oh, hi, what's up? I'm Colin on Twitter and Twitch and stuff. Colinomicon on Twitter and Twitch and stuff. My name's Colin, and on Sunday on my channel, which is Colinomicon Twitch, we're doing a Pokemon one shot for real.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember you saying that last
kind
time.
of cool.
Yeah, it's a fan-made Pokemon TTRPG that is shockingly complicated now that I've started actually looking at it. But I'm not running it, so that's okay. My friend Draco is running it, and it's going to be super fun. It's we decided that we were going to format all of our names for it in the style of like the way Pokemon trainers are in the original games.
Yeah.
So like I think mine is like Cool Biker Colin or something like that. It's gonna be good.
Nice.
And then next week on Weave the Tale, formerly Encounter Roleplay, the new season begins, and starting Wednesday 17th, I am going to be running Black Void into the Oblivious Depths.
Cool.
Which is, I think I have that book right nearby, actually. Black Void is one of the coolest damn
cool.
games. Oh, it's so good. It's like dark fantasy in space, and with lots of really cool ancient Babylon mythology and things like that in it. It's dope. And
you know what
yeah.
never happened? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Balthazar
I'm done.
never had a body part fall off tonight.
Oh, you're right.
You know how many people come for that every week? Jeez, I'm just kidding.
Some fingers could be attached to that mace that he threw.
Yeah,
There you
maybe.
go. His fingers
Balthazar.
went.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was kicking.
The whole hand went with
Yeah.
it.
Rot Boy's hand is around the mace.
Rot Boy was kicking Halad, and his foot fell off at the end. You people happy?
There
Does
you
this
go.
Make you feel better?
I'm happy now.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't lose any body parts. You're right. Jeez, why do I even show up if I don't lose body parts?
I know. That's
Point.
what the people. You got to give the people what they want, damn.
You're right. You're right.
Awesome.
But yeah, that's it.
Yep, go check him out over on the former Encounter Roleplay and
Weave
on
the
Colinomicon.
Tail.
Yeah, Weave the Tail and Colinomicon on Twitch.
Yep.
Paula, where can people see you? Twitter. You have Twitter now.
Yeah,
How do
I
you?
mean, like I'm on there sometimes.
Like once a month.
Occasionally, when you tell me that
Awkward.
you tagged me in something,
Yeah.
it's fine.
I tagged you today.
Did you?
Yeah, in
I'll
this
look
game.
at it.
Awkward Nerd Girl GRL, correct?
Yeah. So, what do we have coming up? Are we playing Dragon Age on Saturday? I think that's the next
week.
thing.
Yep.
I
Yep.
think that's the next thing I'm in. So
That's
not
the only
tomorrow, but the following week on Saturday.
Yep. We will be playing a one shot of Dragon Age. It'll be all of our first times playing it. None of us know the rules. It's going to be awesome. It's a
We're gonna
3d6
wing it.
system. Yeah, 3d6 system. If you roll doubles, one of your dice is a different color. It's called a stunt die or dragon die. And you get that many points to apply it to a stunt and do something cool that you can choose from a list of things. And we're going to be Grey Wardens going into the deep roads, fighting off Darkspawn. And that's the premise of the game. So that'll be fun. Real basic, simple, going back to like some Dragon Age Origins type of stuff. And that'll be next Saturday. Cool.
Should be fun.
Thank you, Paula. Bill, what you got going on this week? Don't you have a new series coming?
We launched 2 new series. The first was D&D with college students presents Storied Sojourns. So the cast of the Medusas are now in college, and they are playing all new characters set in an original part of my world that has not been seen on the channel yet. And they are using races and combos and classes from both Tasha's and Mythic Odysseys of Theros. So it's kind of a cool mashup of a bunch of different ideas. And then the other one is High Adventure, which is also a new campaign with some of the patrons. And it's very much in the vibe of like old school AD&D Oriental Adventures meets Conan the Barbarian 1982. So
nice.
Kind of a high fantasy campaign. A lot of exploration, but really cool kind of setup. And one of the patrons is doing these little side journals where he records his audio in character of like his perspective, his character's perspective from whatever session just happened. And we kind of have like images that go with that. So yeah, I mean, it's just kind of a new vibe that we got going on. So check it out.
That's awesome. That actually, so I saw that you posted about that. I was like, oh, that sounds really cool. So I'm probably gonna try and check that out for sure. I don't watch a lot of live plays. I just don't have the time, but that interested me.
This is a good one too, just for sound. So one of the things that we're gonna do once we like every 4 episodes, we'll do like a release of like the audio from all of these, because I actually have like music beds and in some cases like ambient sounds and sound effects in there.
Nice.
Awesome. In 4 years, are we going to get D&D with college graduates?
Yeah. Oh, we could do that now.
With successful adults.
Maybe.
First season, the people from the first season are already there, man. It's crazy.
D&D with broke adults with student.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just all other actual plays.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
There's a minimum student loan requirement.
Totally
in order
is.
to
Yeah.
join.
We call it a buy-in.
Yeah.
The
6
50 and
figures
over
of student
club.
loan debt. Yeah.
Nice.
No, it's not.
No. Draven, what you got going on this week?
Not a whole lot. We have a statutory holiday on Monday, so we're going to be out of town for a little bit. But I do videos on like D&D, Pathfinder, Starfinder, Alien RPG. I just did a video about the combat system and how that works. And in a couple weeks' time, I will be on this channel again with the Beckme game. But beyond that, it's just trying to figure out what things I want to put out for videos over the course of the next little while.
Yeah, he will be in the Beckme game saving Sloppy Joe Sherman's ass.
It's not without precedent.
You're right. Well, Sloppy Joe starts it, and Durgan steps in and tries to end it without dying, because that's the trick. It's been close a few times.
That is the trick.
And Dave from Nerdarchy, what you got going on this week? Any special guests this week?
Oh, there are. I just never know who they are until
the day.
I schedule them. No, I've gotten a little better. I schedule them Sunday. I schedule them all at once.
Oh, nice.
But so until then, I have no idea who's going to be. But it's going to be people in the industry and doing fun and cool things. Today was cool. We had like non-industry people on today that do game.
Oh, okay.
We had Amanda Knox and Christopher Robinson on today, which was really cool. So like they have a podcast called Labyrinth, which is kind of like they also had like a true criminal one as well. So they're like non-gaming stuff, but they're gamers. So when I heard when I was listening to like them on a podcast, I was like, oh, this is really cool. Nerds in the wild. I must gather my people to me. So
nice. By the way, I'm loving the Santa Claus beard, and you should really think of taking that up as a part-time job.
I haven't heard that one before. Matter of fact, sometimes I color the beard, especially around that time of year, because I have strange kids coming up to me wanting to sit on my lap. It's very weird and strange.
Dude, my dream is to one day be a mall Santa.
One day,
I would totally do it, 100%. I've asked Paula.
That's when you'll have peaked.
Oh yeah, dude, that'll be the highlight of my life. I love Christmas in general.
Like, I don't think there's anything stopping you from doing it now.
Yeah,
well, I told Paul. Here's the thing: you got to buy the costume. You got to buy the outfit to be the Santa.
Come on, be real,
guys. There's like a global pandemic. Nobody's gonna become mall Santa.
I was gonna say I'm not having kids sit on my lap during a pandemic. I would hate
the international. I'm sure the International Union of Mall Santas really suffered hard.
Actually, a big deal. Like how? Like I guess it's hard to become a mall Santa.
So
I don't believe
this
you.
week coming up,
there's got to be extensive background checks and
yeah,
it's
legit. Like you got to go. Like you can get sign language training, multilingual or bilingual, like all sorts of stuff. Dealing with like people with different like disabilities and things like that. Like it's a real thing. Like all the stuff you have to go through.
It's a lot you got to go through so that kids can sit on your lap
and you charge
then tell
them for
you
photography?
bullshit, and then you tell are you.
It's a lot. It's like,
I didn't know until a couple years ago when I was like legit,
when you were looking up the requirements really intense because you're like, this is the dream.
Well, I
I'm
stumbled
gonna be
on
a Mall Santa.
So we had a really good mall Santa near us. I don't remember. This was 4 or 5 years ago now. There was a really good one that would like purposely meet with like disabled kids at certain times and like other things, and he's got all these certifications. Like, it's no joke, dude. I don't know if all malls do that.
I doubt that highly.
I don't think they do. But it sounds like it's a pretty big thing. Like a lot of them are employed through this one.
Get to work, lazy ass.
I know.
Come on,
right?
if you want to be a mall Santa, what
you
are you
need
doing
to start
talking to me?
now to grow out your beard. It starts
Yeah.
now. It begins
that's
today.
That's
Begins
true.
today.
You just want me to have a really fluffy beard.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I just
Me and her
trimmed
both.
it today.
magic of the beard, man.
I know, right? There you go.
So, the other Dave Draven will be on the show this week. So,
oh right, yeah, I completely forgot about
we'll be
that.
hanging out. Don't worry, we remind you the day before.
Oh,
He's like,
okay, good.
He's like, good thing you said something.
Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff going on at home, so
You would have got the email the day before.
oh yeah, I would remember it then.
So, so you can find us over on Nerdarchy Live channel as well as the regular Nerdarchy channel, and then there's the website.
Awesome.
That's more than enough to figure out what we're doing.
Good stuff. Over here, I will do a stream on Sunday. I've been doing those every Sunday morning around 11, sometimes 11:30, 12 o'clock. It just depends on when I wake up. But I aim for 11 a.m., and I go for however long I can go until my voice starts to bother me and my throat's sore. So, which doesn't take long usually. So, yeah, I do that Sundays. This, Thursday, we have Pulp Cthulhu. And then that's it other than Dragon Age. So it's a lighter week, which is always fun because it allows me to get some other things done that maybe some of you guys will see soon. So I've been working on writing some things and stuff like that. So we'll see if some of it comes to fruition in the next couple months, couple weeks, hopefully. So with that, this was Master of the Game. I'm Juice. Game on.